Look at what this Rabbi Yusuf Baruj is about to say. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name correctly, but what he's going to say is very important, and you really need to pay close attention because it makes a lot of sense. He's a very wise rabbi, and what's interesting is that he believes in Jesus Christ. He's a Jew who believes in Jesus Christ. So we need to stay alert, because the man who brings this peace will be the Antichrist. So listen carefully to what he's saying. Regarding the attack from Israel against Iran, we also saw the United States strike those nuclear bases. Right after that, Iran retaliated against Israel. Of course, there were several responses, but there was also a retaliation against American bases in Qatar. It wasn't anything extreme. It was more like a response that was considered acceptable by the United States. Shortly after that, President Trump declared the end of the war, and that was it. Even though Israel was already on its way with aircraft ready to strike Iran again, Israel accepted what President Trump said and turned back. So everything became calm. Everything was at peace. So Trump was already declaring a moment of peace for those nations. He's not saying Trump is the Antichrist, and neither am I. But there are a lot of similarities, and the Jewish people pay very close attention to this. Whoever helps Israel a lot, doing everything according to Jewish expectations, that person may be seen as the Messiah. And right now, Trump is the only one doing that. So pay attention to what he says next. The Antichrist brings a false peace. The true peace comes from Yeshua. But before the Prince of Peace comes, as it was said here, the one who comes only from Yeshua, the true Messiah of Israel, first will come the anti-Messiah. And this idea of anti doesn't just mean someone who opposes the Messiah, but possibly someone who tries to replace the Messiah. Because a person who can bring peace to the world, solve global hunger, and fix economic problems, this person has a high probability of being seen as a messianic figure. Do you understand that? And I'm going to share something that many of you may already know. We are living in that exact time. This is the time when all of this is happening right before our eyes. Now let me share something else with you. Actually, two things. How many of you know that the name of President Trump in gematria? For those who don't know, gematria is the numerical value of Hebrew letters. Each Hebrew letter has a number. Aleph is 1, Bet is 2, Gimel is 3, Dalet is 4, He is 5, Vav is 6, Zayin is 7, Het is 8, Tet is 9, Yod is 10, and from there it goes into tens, Kaf, Lamed, and so on, until it reaches 400. When they took the name Donald Trump, and this was done by rabbis in Israel, they calculated the gematria, and it came out as Mashiach ben David, meaning Messiah, son of David. They did this during his first term. Why? Because during his first term, he did very important things for Israel. He moved the U.S. Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and he officially recognized Jerusalem as the indivisible capital of the Jewish people in the land of Israel, something no one else wanted to do because of global diplomatic pressure. Trump did it anyway. And when that happened, they even minted a coin with the faces of Cyrus and Donald Trump, referencing the agreements of Cyrus and even hinting at the rebuilding of the temple. There's also a painting that was gifted to the U.S. Embassy. The ambassador at the time, Friedman, brought it in. The painting shows an aerial view of Jerusalem, but instead of the mosque, it shows the Jewish temple. And now look at what he says about Jared, Trump's son-in-law. He could also be a candidate for the Antichrist. Right now, the biggest question is between the two of them. Trump wants to bring peace at all costs, and so does Jared. But Jared is Jewish from a Jewish family, while Trump is not. If it's Jared, he could enter the scene very soon. Now, pay attention. When the rabbis calculated Trump's name in gematria and got Messiah, son of David, they became concerned. I'm not saying Trump is the Messiah. Of course not. What I'm showing you is that these are the kinds of things that lead Jewish religious leadership to consider the possibility that Trump fits a messianic profile. And what adds to all this? Well, his recognition of Jerusalem, his support for the Jewish people, his defense of Israel, and now bringing peace not only between Israel and Arab nations but across the world. There are many factors pointing in the same direction. Then you add the current scenario. The Temple Institute already exists. The temple vessels are already made, just waiting for the temple to be inaugurated. There's also the priestly school called Nazir Kahuna, with men, elders, young men, and even children learning the temple service. You have the red heifer, everything prepared for the rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash. All of this is coming together. So the question is, when people look at Donald Trump and see a gematria like Mashiach ben David, they begin to wonder, could he be the Messiah? But again, we are talking about someone who appears as the Messiah to the Jewish people, but is not the true Messiah. Now pay attention. It's also very important to watch Jared. He still fits this profile very well. Even though people ask, where's Jared now? Like we talked about in the last live. We need to remember that Trump hasn't even completed 1 year of his term yet. Just because Jared hasn't appeared yet doesn't mean he won't. He could still enter the scene and become very active. So we shouldn't take him out of the equation. Everything we know about him still matters. This partnership between Jared and Trump is very significant, given everything happening right now. So let's stay alert and carefully analyze both Donald Trump and Jared, because it strongly points to one of them possibly being the Antichrist. Of course, it could be someone else, but right now, they seem to make the most sense. I'll leave the credits to the Rabbi's channel and the full video. If you like this video, like, share, and follow our channel. God bless you.